Alright, so boys, please forgive me for my voice today, but I'm sick as fuck, so my throat is cooked. But today's post is very interesting because a lot of you guys think that you have a truly innocent girlfriend, but you don't double check, you don't use the right measures in place, like not just hiring a spy or someone to like check their past. That's like psycho shit. All right, maybe you're about to get married, but I wouldn't even know about that. But like genuinely, a lot of guys are even like afraid to ask for her body count. If she said it's anything more than zero, if it's like one or two, times that by three. That's usually the truth. If a girl says one, it's probably three, and she's trying to say one. Because the higher she is, right, the higher the body count really is, it's like just a few numbers below that seems acceptable to her. So if to her seems acceptable one, there's a chance she slept with two or three guys, or there's a chance that she truly just slept with one guy. And if she has a really good story, she's been in only one relationship, she has the receipts to show it, or whatever, I believe that. A lot of girls say they're virgins. That's not always true. Most of the time, it's not true, right? And me having dated a true virgin before, I can tell you something usually is a little bit wrong with that girl, right? So the virgin that I dated, um, eventually I ended up taking it, she like her dad passed away and that girl was on meds and that girl was pretty like, how should I say it, pretty like socially uncalibrated, didn't really know how to be a lady. A lot of the times her actions sometimes disgusted me just a little bit, just little icks. But eventually I taught her like how to be a proper lady, and she never truly learned that. But that's like something that I accepted it because of her clean past. It was worth it for me to have the patience with her. But usually you can tell if you have had at least 5 to 10 girls in your experience before that. So without further ado, let's get into this post, and I'm just gonna give my commentary on it. Okay, I found out about my girlfriend's wild past, and I'm not sure I want to propose anymore. Well, this is kind of understandable. We have been dating for 2 years and I want to propose, but found out her past and I don't know anymore. She had a special hobby during her 20s. She's now 30, I am 33. She was giving blowjobs to important managers, executives, directors, and so on. Also slept with them, I guess. She has been working in big companies in various positions. Bro. Yeah, this is not good, you know. And the thing that girls really have as an advantage, which I'm not saying it's unfair, I'm just like stating the facts, is they can get a lot of benefits for their sexuality. That's the truth. Um, a lot of girls will, give the man the hint of the chance that he might hit if the date goes well, just so that he takes him to like a 5-star restaurant when they didn't have any plans of smashing him because they went to smash Tyrone, who spent like $5 for coffee on her, right? So usually girls can leverage this to get what they want a lot of the times, especially in sexless marriages. They like sleep. The woman gives the guy, what he wants, like once a week, twice a week, which is absolutely crazy. But it's because he got used to that. And she keeps like saying, like, if you're gonna do the chores, maybe tomorrow you'll get a hand job or something like that. It kind of like it's disappointing when a man can let a woman leverage her sexuality to her advantage. This is why I'm a big proponent of guys from courting the girl and vetting the girl for months on end while still sleeping with other girls, and if she sleeps with anyone else, cutting off early. And the reason for that is because you test that girl's true interest. Now, if you want to have a monogamous relationship, which is more than fair, that's all right. But in the vetting stage, okay, whether you want to go see other women or not, she has to at least think that. Don't say to a girl, "You're the only girl I'm seeing," all right? Because that's what the idea of leveraging the sexuality for to her advantage or against you, is gonna pop in her mind. Okay, so that's my 2 bits on that. Someone from a burner account sent me 60 screenshots of her conversation with her best friend in which she was bragging about her skills, how they talked to their wives on the phone while having their belt tight around their neck. Bro, this is beyond crazy. Yeah, bro, like some girls literally will be in the middle of it with some other dude and her boyfriend calls and she won't even stop, bro. She'll just tell him like to go, like, slower, and you'll be able to tell from her tone on the voice that she's getting plowed right now. And that's the most heartbreaking thing to a man. Not gonna lie. She's gonna say shit like, I'm doing yoga right now or some shit. You ask her to FaceTime, she says, I can't right now or whatever. You know, like stuff like that. Never happened to me, but I hear about it often. And yeah, I don't imagine that would be a very pleasant experience, bro. Communication is the key, and I showed her everything, and she started crying and didn't deny it. Oh, bro, you know that's done. You know, if she doesn't deny it, bro, it's cooked. Said it's the past, bro. Saying it's the past, and they think that you're just gonna run with it. If you run with it, you're a retard. That's what it is. But any man with self-respect, his first reaction should be like, nope, absolutely no way, shape, or form, no, like falling off the wedding right now. Because this stuff will show later on in the relationship. You know, girls will be like really good girls before you get them in a proper relationship or before you propose and get the marriage. Girls will be on their best behavior to get what they want, and then that will change. So you need a girl that you can vet properly for a long time, see her patience, and then assure that she's gonna keep being the good girl in the relationship or in the marriage. And this is why I don't really like the idea of contract signing the contract of marriage, because the girl after that you're cooked. If you want a divorce, she takes half your shit. So usually if you have a way out, she's still gonna be the good girl. But as soon as she sees that she has you locked for good and you can't escape, that's when she'll do whatever the fuck she wants. You know what I mean? And again, if she divorces, she doesn't lose anything. You lose. So essentially, the divorce is like a big L for you. So, the worst part is I work in that company. Oh no, bro. The dude who works in the company in which she used to be the escort, should I call it, or whatever. Um, I work in a company where she used to work in the past, and I see the head of the departments, managers, and directors themselves. I wonder if, yeah, bro, that's probably what happened. Not gonna lie, man. I don't care about the stuff like how many men she had been with before, but this is different. Well, to be honest, I think that would be very reasonable for a man to ask for a girl who hasn't been with any men before, or maybe one or two. Okay. I believe that as soon as you experience a girl with a clean past, you will never want to take a girl with any past seriously. But let's say that you do for some reason, you should be very adamant that she's telling the truth. You know. Yeah, I can't really give any specific advice because there's so many micro expressions and micro things when talking to a girl about her past you have to tell, that in my opinion this just comes from experience, bro. As soon as you slay like 5 girls before, at least, or if you want to wait till marriage and do it a Christian way or the Muslim way, that's good. But if you at least go on a date with a couple dozen women and you truly find out how they roll, I think that would be very beneficial for you. Okay, I think that will give you a general sense of when women are capping and when they're like, telling the truth, because a lot of girls will tend to like deflate their past, and then when you say
Stop the cap.
they will get all defensive and shit. That's a red flag. You know what I mean? One of ways that I tell if a girl is has been very, active in her past sexually, is if I say that, um, or if I try to promote it, if I try to say like, yeah, I think that I like a girl that's more fun, that's done some crazy stuff, and then what's like the craziest thing you've done? And then you ask her like in an excited way, not like what's the craziest, not like in a judgmental way, but you ask in like an excited way that like you kind of like this freaky shit. And then if she stalks the truth and it is very dirty, then you can filter out that girl and just say
Nope.
so. Yeah, that's how I would go about it, anyways. So I hope this was useful to any of you guys. Be very skeptical of girls' past, because girls nowadays really be capping a lot, and it can cost you further down the line, maybe your whole life. Okay, so very, very careful with that. With this in mind, may God bless you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Also, if you need help with your dating life, DM me on Instagram. I got you covered.